Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. At this particular moment, you are going to hear the viewpoint of opening government delivered by Ricardo Januarius Nahak and Grace Rianti Latuheru under the motion, as a middle-class parent, this House would support their child's choice to deprioritize formal education in favor of pursuing digital creative skills or career. It has content creation, audiovisual design, etc. This is NUDC Unwira 2022. Enjoy. It is a privilege for children who have upper-class parents to be supportive of their choice to deprioritize formal education in favor of pursuing digital creative skills or careers, for instance, content creation, audiovisual design, etc. Do you agree with the assertion? If so, then congrats, you're wrong. As a matter of fact, it is not a privilege at all. Every parent, regardless of their economic class, should support their child's choices regarding their future. In that sense, this House, as middle-class parents, would support their child's choice to deprioritize formal education in favor of pursuing digital creative skills or careers. The base of this understanding is on how important a child's voice is. When a child voices their mind on the matter of their future, it shows that he or the child is undergoing maturity. It gives a sense of responsibility to the child that this is the path he has chosen and must see it to the end, as he is the one who is going to endure it. This is also crucial merely because it is linked with the psychological and cognitive development of the child. Moreover, it prevails the awareness in the child's mind, as he knows that he has no backing up regarding that matter. Furthermore, the act of deprioritize formal education is not something that can be assessed as proper or improper. There are three kinds of education: the formal education, informal education, also non-formal education. So even if the child chooses to focus more on the informal education rather than the formal one, it is okay because he is more engaged in informal education, in this case to pursue digital creative skills or careers. At least the child has his mind on the matter and is engaged to improve himself on his path. One thing to notice is every child has potential and interest that cannot be suppressed by the parent's ego. So it's crystal clear that parents would direct the child toward the future, but in the end, the child's choice is what counts. To conclude, as a middle-class parent, this House would support their child's choice to deprioritize formal education in favor of pursuing digital creative skills or careers under the awareness of how vital a child's voice is. The correlation with his psychological and cognitive developments, also in regards of his potentials. Additionally, in this fastly changing world, formal education is not the sole aspect that determines the child's survival in this world. So focusing more on informal education and sort is just as good as it. In regards to the matters delivered by the leader of opposition, I would like to say that isn't likely to happen. As parents, they would make an effort, would give their best to bring the best out of their children. And that effort is something that can purely be achieved by letting the children choose to make their own choices without any dictatorship. Okay, let's say it might happen in 1 case out of 5, but the plausibility is relatively low. As Alfie Kohn says in his book Unconditional Parenting, our society seems to want the children to be good, well-behaved, and also not much of a trouble to adults. Ironically, it doesn't cover up the fact of the children being less creative, less caring, less curious by growing up with such a method. The children are more likely to be dependent to their parents, lack the authentic thinking and value, also could not evolve into the best version of themselves. So once again, as a middle-class parent, this house would support their child's choices to let them grow naturally, okay? To let them grow naturally. That is important. Then about the income. Sure, parents had their own worries about the welfare of their children. They hope the children will live a better life, will live well-paid job and all. So in their eyes, they prioritize formal education is not an option, as if it is the only way to make a living. But in reality, pursuing digital creative skills or careers is something that our society demands. It is the essential skills that we need nowadays. Based on the data, the salaries of content creator in US range from $45,320 to $140,000. Do you know what it means? It means the children who pursue digital creative skills or careers make at least 2 to 3.5 times the base amount of income the middle class family made. Therefore, as a middle class parent, this house would support their child's choice to deprioritize formal education in favor of pursuing digital creative skills or careers regarding their well-being and welfare.